tomb hundreds of feet below. Others drowned as the newly formed waterfall gushed down over them, stealing their breath, even as it numbed their bodies with its cold. The crowd of onlookers below was not spared the slaughter. Too late they realized their jeopardy as the mighty waters rushed over the cliff and into the valley. They fled in droves for the slopes of the valley, but many hundreds of them were unable to escape before being swept away in the catastrophic flood. Thus, Queen Tashana and her captains learned the price of their betrayal as they watched their loyal followers being wiped out, and even saw the families of those followers destroyed by the old crone's vengeance. Finally, as her fabled hut stood firm on its perch in the midst of the rushing flow, Baba Yaga cast a final spell. With a wave of her hand, the tumbling waters froze solid into a column of twisted ice spilling over the cliff's edge and into the valley. With another motion, she summoned great ice worms that rose from snow and ice of the valley slopes and began to tunnel into the frozen cataract, creating tunnels and chambers within the frozen tomb. The last sight beheld by the surviving families as they were led away on the long march south was that of Tashana and her war captains being taken in chains to face their own fates in the newly carved tunnels of the frozen vale that now hid their deceased loved ones. None of the former officers of the Witch Queen were ever seen in Irison again. The old crone's vengeance was complete, and the Witch War became but a distant memory as the nation of Irison, bloodied but whole again, continued on beneath the rule of another of her daughters. So that's the Vale of Frozen Tears. The legend about the Vale of Frozen Tears, and unfortunately, it's basically uh, although the records of it seem to imply, with something like that, you'd expect it to be found. Uh, it appears that it's been hidden for centuries, but the current queen, who I can't remember,
Just dropping a hint there,
oh, you haven't needed them yet, but I will anyway.
Of course, you accumulate them all early on, then we can sort them.
But it would. So I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the current queen. I think I remember that because I checked over. Oh yeah, Queen Elvana.
That'd be Her Majesty, the Queen of Irison.
Yeah, Queen Elvana. She's nearing. Basically, Queen Elvara, the current ruler, is nearing her reign. What the Pathfinders also know is that basically Tashana used an artifact, a torque of Koch. Who's a powerful demon is worshipped as a god. There's clerics up there, it's basically with the Veil of Tears found. It appears that Queen Elvara obviously wants the talk, and obviously the Pathfinders were concerned that if she got hold of it, she could well start another witch war, which could have devastating consequences to all the innocent people that live up there. Likewise, though, the frost giants up there, who are worshippers of Kochki, would want to find the talk for themselves. So Stormwald was taking a group of Pathfinders up to the Vale of Frozen Tears in an attempt to secure the talk first. If he fails, he assumes if he's not heard from by us if he hasn't reported in by the week, which was yesterday, he says to assume that he has failed in his task, and asks that you and the heroes of Sandpoint take up the challenge, the mantle, and prevent another witch war from happening in Irison. There's also some background. There's also a bit of information about that Grimwald is a well-trusted monk, and Stormwald believes he would be of value to the party. He was unable to journey with the rest of the other Pathfinders because he was doing another mission, which meant he missed going with all the others. But therefore, he wants you to take him as an excuse for why he's in the party.
So Ranick go through this scroll, moving his lips as he's reading it, and every now and then there'll be a sort of a word that he mutters, and then well, why didn't he just bloody lead with that? There's giants to kill, and they might be getting hold of a demon-infused thing that will let them rule the world. I mean, you start with that kind of thing, not finish with it. Right, there's frost giants after some kind of magic necklace talk thing, which will make the Witch Queen of Irison start a war if she don't get it, because some demon giant worshipy thing will get it. So we've got to go to Irison where it's nice and cold and find this veil of tears. And I guess Rini knew that already, which is why she's gone out and bought new earmuffs.
Sending
Oh,
us someplace cold again. Isn't there any place on this whole world that's warm?
there's plenty, but not up north. Oh, and Grimvaldir, apparently he's a monkey and he's come with us. I thought he looked like an half-orc myself, but apparently he's a monkey.
A monk, not a monkey.
Hang on. You said your name was Deadly. You said you were called Deadly Serious.
I'm deadly.
Exactly, that's what you said. And I said I'm Rannick.
My God.
No, I'm not one of them. Definitely not.
Yeah, if you stick around long enough, dude, he'll grow on you, but that takes a while.
Yeah, like mold.
Like
No,
a
like-
fungus.
No, trust me, the only thing that's going to grow on you will be pink and purple sparkles. You'll find them in places you didn't know you had places.
That already happens.
So
Aye.
Irina stayed normal then?
Define normal.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
She's
I just wondered whether or not you were going to be a bit overwhelmed.
I'll tell you one thing though. Rini won't have had kids because Rini's with someone else with an innie.
No, I thought because she was busy. That's the problem. What I mean is, I thought she might have been affected because she had an awful lot of books to read, and I wasn't entirely sure if all the books that we brought back were kosher, shall we say?
I wasn't necessarily going to read all of them, but you're right. Some of them are questionable.
Yeah, some of them had funny pictures in them and everything.
I remember them. They were and them demons with the and we don't talk about them. And them nymphs that wouldn't put keks on.
They had quite the toy collection.
Yep. I'm going to go and get another pint. Anybody else want another pint?
This is a way to get free drinks.
I'm still waiting on that stew.
Tell you what, I think Rini's expecting me to do service, and to be honest, I do it every now and then when I'm here. I'll go get it, and Rannick will go and get a tray and bring back everybody's stew. Oh, do you want some, Deadly?
I didn't activate the store app, but obviously you probably want to equip yourselves for heading to the land of eternal winter.
Aye, might be nice.
Ooh.
What's
Also,
available?
I've also at the moment there's some celestial armor, a potion of fly, 7 potions of healing, a ring of weather falling, and a scroll of bolt available for purchase because I haven't got the store app enabled.
Well, I'm skint anyway, so
You skint?
yeah.
Oh
Are there
well.
any magical items available that protect you from cold?
Alas, no. There's I didn't get anything. Yeah, but you obviously could buy winter clothing in your standard items, can't you?
Of course, since we're going to be flying, if we wait a couple of weeks, Sparkle Tips can whip us up some potions of protection from cold.
Yeah, there was very much an indication of speed is of the essence type thing. Yes, you haven't really got a couple of weeks to make magic items, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah, that
Okay.
celestial armor's rather nice, but yeah, can't afford it.
Well, tell you what, tell you what, Stunty. Right, we could do with some potions of healing anyway, so I'll have all 7 of them. You know, I'm not a general at Fort Rannick, but well, they do keep calling me Colonel, and they give me money just for going and killing giants and being called Colonel. So I've got enough. Do you want that fancy armor?
Cold weather outfit costs 8 gold. If anyone wants to buy one.
Thank you. I was just looking that up.
Yeah, I will spend copper pieces for that.
Be my guest.
I've got a few of them.
Yeah. So obviously, I trust you guys just to remove the equipment and off you go, as it were. So you're buying all 7 potions of healing, are you?
I'm going to buy all 7 potions of healing. I will buy Stunty the celestial armor.
No, I can't wear it anyway.
No, why not?
It's only medium. He wants heavy.
It's made of metal. I thought the thing was thing where you could only wear metal armor. Look, it's chain. Look at these links. They're all shiny.
Nah. It's too light. Too light.
Well, we can attach some lead weights to
Too-
bottom if
too-
that's the problem.
Too light, and it's not self-repairing either.
All right. Well, unless any other bugger wants them, I'm buying them potions of healing. Anybody want some?
1,050 for all 7.
Yep.
There's potions of fly. There's also a ring of feather falling, a scroll of bolt, and obviously, you don't forget, you're limited to 2 rings. So most of you, I suspect, by this point have got 2 rings anyway. But there's a ring of feather falling if anyone wants one.
And I can delete a skill. Yes.
You can delete a skill.
Yes. Because I had as a skill Ring of Storing. And I don't need it anymore because we've got arcane items.
Have you updated your ring of storing? Did it update your ring of storing correctly?
Let's have a
Or
look.
you might. Yeah, it did. Look,
I know.
dispel's there.
I've been quietly fiddling.
Well, I still
that's
have
good.
a lot of my stuff we got on our last adventure, but I'm kind of tapped out for gold. I mean, it's your
I'd
mom,
forgotten the
I still-
pleasures of this inventory.
I imagine everyone's inventories are quite extensive, apart from Ginvold's. But anyway, I'm going to assume that obviously
So-
you'll equip yourselves up, and then I
Look
get
at
to.
that. Look at that. How fantastic is that? Rolled from an item.
Ooh.
What's that?
Nice. Okay.
So where are arcane devices then?
So device. If you right click an item, you can have spell effects on it, or the next button that's been added is arcane devices.
Oh, right, cool.
Delta, I have a present for you.
Well,
So
we
you
like
can apply.
this.
You right click on it, do you?
Aye. If you open that, if you open up an item,
You have
Like,
to
if
unlock
we-
it first.
Right.
so you might have to create an item. So
Which item are you trying to edit?
I was just having a look at my belt of physical might. So yeah, there's an arcane device bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
so open that up, you can put it in there.
But a belt of arcane device doesn't actually cast any powers, but
No.
it's basically for Jelsa's wands and stuff like that. So the idea is for the wands, for magic wands now, or the magic wands now actually have the powers linked, and will actually have how many power points the wand has. So when you cast a spell, you just click the button to reduce the power points. Now,
Cool.
and when it runs out of power points, the spell will disappear. Now, obviously, certain things like staves and things that regenerate, at the moment, there isn't a way to regenerate them other than what you have to do is unlock the item, manually type back in the power points, do you know what I mean? To enable it to cast them again. But it's still better than it still works rather nicely. So you now have magic items that can cast spells, as it were.
So
For NPCs, it don't work so well, but you can do it.
So you
It's a
can
bit
put
of a
you can
fact,
put in the PowerPoints. You can put in the charges because it's just one charge
Yes.
per casting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Real
actually,
cool
yeah. So
thing.
if I go and find a wand now, if I find a wand of bolt for argument's sake, and share it out so you can just see what it looks like. So there's a completely fully charged wand of bolt. As you can see, it's got 25 charges.
Right, and you can drop the whatever skill on it.
Yeah. Yeah. You edit it and you choose the skill. Yeah.
And the thing is, if you don't have the bolt power, there's a description. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So you can apply you can still, even if you don't have the power on the character sheet, you can press the red button and it will open up the spell, and then you can apply the effects.
Which is how I used to do it, but now obviously I've redone every magic item in the game. Like what I don't know if they've updated. I can't remember if I've made so many changes. I'll keep submitting it. I can't remember. But the other thing I have done that none of your items will have so that you may have to manually go through them, is I have put on every every item in the game and every magic weapon in the game. I have put in whether they're piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, and obviously every monster in the bestiary has been updated because there are. I do know, for example, that in Crimson Throne, using slashing weapons hurts a certain bad guy more than other stuff. So that's all in there. So, but obviously, ironically, we're in the same situation as before because these characters were created before we updated everything. You don't have all the nice bells and whistles. But anyway, we will fade out as you plan your journeys up north, and when we return, as you may see if you sort of look out the way, I have changed the background to show you that you are in Erison, and using the guide given. Using the guide you were given in your notes there, you have journeyed to the vicinity of the Vale of Frozen Tears, but I've lost the map, so I'm going to have to find it now. There it is. So basically, obviously White Throne's the capital area. White Throne is the capital area, so I'll assume you we assume you journeyed to White Throne, restocked, and then you head out again, heading northeast until you reach this area here, which is basically all the information you had from Stormveld on the location, and following the clues and the guides that was given there, you head towards the northernmost edge of Irison into an isolated area where the cold plains above the mountainous glaciers of the crown of the world. Its location is basically bleak and is in freezing, but you've got cold winter clothing, so you don't have to worry too much about making vigor checks at this time. Anyone got survival tracking?
I think I do.
It depends on what we're tracking as to whether or not I get free rerolls and stuff. But yes.
Well, it's just tracking because you're looking for paths or things in the area, and obviously it's
So
going to
cold
be.
I can't see.
It's snow everywhere. Oh,
Did you?
are those new dice?
I changed which one of the magic dice set I used. I went for Storm.
Oh wow, because they almost look like gem dice.
Mm.
Actually, I haven't changed my dice.
I mean, if humanoids use these trails, I can have a reroll. No, I still got a full.
Chelsea, did you get what I gave you?
Yes, I did, but I want to save it for like when we're in a crisis.
That's fine as long as you got it.
And I don't want to fall in any lakes here because then Brannick messes up my hair.
Hey,
that's important.
don't be like that. It's not that bad, is it?
Well, it's grown back since then, but I don't want to lose any more.
All right. I mean, I only snapped it off accidentally. I mean, because it froze, and I didn't mean it. Do you know how many years it's been, and you're still holding that over me?
Has it been, by the way?
How many years
Us
has it been?
gnomes have long memories, Rannick.
I mean, it's been what, a couple of years.
Sounds about right.
All right.
That's how long it took to grow back so that it matched up with the rest of her hair.
I mean,
Arena got a 29, so I think Arena's
got it covered.
Yeah, got it covered. So basically, Arena starts staring at the trail, looking over things. She digs down 3 feet through the upper layers of the snow, picks up a twig and sniffs it, and then puts it back and buries the snow over it. And after half a day's trudging northwards and then eastwards and northwards again, you find yourself on the lowlands to the south, looking basically the sheer vertical cliff of the Winterwall Glacier.
Well, that's going to be fun.
An unbelievable sight awaits at the end of this valley where the frozen plains meet the crown of the world. At the head of the valley, a massive waterfall once plunged the 700 feet to the valley floor. But the waterfall has frozen solid, leaving a braided ice column of unimaginable proportions extending from the lip of the cliff above to the base of jagged boulders and frozen hillocks at the bottom. The legendary Vale of Frozen Tears, the icy necropolis of defeated rebels of the Witchwar. A fortification of some sort, apparently carved from the ice shelf itself, protrudes from the ice sheet halfway up, with both a turret and a wall pierced with arrow slits. Above this, a hollow has been carved out of the ice, forming a great shelf upon which appears to sit some sort of village. A fissure marks the ice flow's lower reaches and possibly provides an entrance. 100 yards away from the base of the icefall is a camp occupied by a large number of brutes.
By a large number of brutes, or a number of large brutes, or a large number of large brutes?
Well, indeed. a number of large brutes, sorry.
But now, see, Sparkle Tits would call me a large brute. So are they large brutes like what I am, or are they large brutes like frost giants?
Well, from here, you'd have to probably get a bit closer to find out, wouldn't you?
Well, can't I tell the difference between a frost giant and an half-orc at range?
Probably.
Liam hasn't got to that page yet. Give him
I haven't
a
got to that page yet. You haven't got closer yet. You can just see large. They're obviously giants.
Okay, they're giants, right? That's kind of what I was going with. Are they giants, or are they just like hulking, like barbarian types? Yeah. Because otherwise, I'd take a step forward, and being closer, I'd have a look again.
Now, I wouldn't worry too. Now, that gives you an idea of what you can see.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's bloody impressive.
The upside down castle thing?
I don't think it's upside down. I think it's just behind. Water's been carved away, and it's in behind it, carved into the wall behind. What's with the bloody tentacle at the top?
That's a very good question.
I'm more bothered about tentacle.
It's a spiky tentacle.
It's probably just some artistry in the ice. I wouldn't worry about it.
Right. Okay.
That means we're in
That's why it's labeled number 21.
Aye.
There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I gave up trying to remove all the lines and the dots and the numbers. I thought you guys are mature enough to role play the lack of numbers, and the tentacle isn't there.
Hang on. Can we just have a wee discussion before we go any further? So we're likely to get ice, which is water.
No, I said water. Ice is ice.
But it's made from water and you can carve it into statues. Do you see where I'm going with this?
I do, but that's not a statue, and it's not water at the moment, so don't worry about it, Stunt.
All right, okay.
All you got to do is, right, if you see
just remember,
ice that looks like a statue,
that's 100 feet there to give you an idea of scale.
Just close your eyes and think there's no place like home. You'll not get there, and it'll still be cold, and there'll still be ice that could turn into water or be a statue at any moment. But, you'll think of home for a moment, and then it'll be nice.
This reminds me of the winter solstice decorations we used to have when I was a child.
You had bloody big decorations.
I didn't say it was to scale.
I mean, you must have been really into winter solstice. Oh, not this big. Okay.
So, as you're looking at it, the base, the camp occupied by a number of large brutes is basically down there.
So, do we go and say hello, or do we just assume that they're bad guys and shoot them from here?
No, we have to go and say hello.
Yeah, being the good guys means you always have to find out.
I knew he'd bloody say that.
A large encampment sprawls near the base of the waterfall behind a rough ice wall. That basically means you have to go through the encampment to get beyond it. Several huge tents of purely cured mammoth hide cluster together around a cleared space in the centre. A number of giant beasts are corralled on the camp's outskirts. Despite the biting cold, there is no sign of any fires for warmth or
We have to go and see. We have to go and say hello and ask them if they want to opt out of the choice.
Right. Okay. Hang on. Before we do that,
can I have some notice checks, please?
Here, Deadly. What are you actually good at? I mean, I know you're a monkey, but other than swinging from trees, what can you actually do?
Well, clearly we're great at noticing.
Yeah, because we clicked the wrong button.
Thank gods for Jelsa.
It's just because as you notice, it's very. If you notice, the whole area is shrouded in freezing mists and fog and stuff, so it's hard to get a good count. But spending some time in the biting cold, observing, you estimate there's at least a dozen frost giants, probably a dozen or so ogres. There seems to be a larger deformed frost giant as well. There's there's they also seem to have woolly mammoths and woolly rhinos, as well as and you can also hear the sound of wolves.
They've got furry elephants and furry attack unicorns.
The armored attack unicorns.
Furry. Well, I can't tell under the fur. They're definitely furry attack unicorns.
Still got to go and say hello.
You bloody are, aren't you? All
It's
right,
Deadly.
come on, Deadly. What are you actually any good at? I mean, what do you do? I mean, you're hardly wearing any clothes.
He prays.
I just contemplate life
Well, Stunty does
while
that.
meditating.
I mean, Stunty prays.
Yeah,
You meditate.
I don't pray. I meditate. Contemplate the meaning of life.
The meaning of life. Have you worked it out yet?
Yes, we'll
All
show
right,
you when we need to.
No. I mean, what is meaning of life?
I'm not telling you until you've meditated with me.
All right. Well, how do you meditate then?
Involves a lot of being quiet.
Being quiet. Well, I'll tell you
In
what.
a piece.
In a piece of what?
And carrots.
That's it. Confusing more.
In a piece. in a piece of carrot.
In a piece and carrots.
How big a piece of carrot would you need to get inside of? I mean, seriously.
This is why you need to meditate, because you obviously have no focus.
I've got plenty of folk, and I'm here with all of us. But...
Yep, you've got a crocus.
No, my voice is fine.
I know what he's
Got a croaky voice.
Right.
Do you understand what he's on about, Bert? Because it's going right over my head.
Well, I've seen some pretty big carrots. I don't know about us fitting inside them.
I mean,
know
seriously.
things in them.
Yes.
I mean, I could maybe put, I don't know, like a silver piece in end of a carrot or something like that. But you'd never. I mean, maybe if you use magic to make the carrot really, really big, or to make us really, really small.
So is that the plan? We're going to use a Trojan carrot.
Well,
push
that's
a giant
what.
carrot. Look, behold, they have left us a giant carrot.
Deadly here seems to think that getting inside a carrot would be a great idea. I'm not entirely sure why, but I mean, they are giants. I mean, if they was hungry and they like carrots, if we was all hidden inside a giant carrot, they might come and get it. They'd take it down. As long as we didn't get bit when they went into it, we could then jump out and say, "Hi, Stunty here wants to ask you, are you nice people or do we have to kill you?" And then they'll tell us.
Yeah, this plan might fail for two reasons.
Why is that?
Well, the first reason is we don't have a carrot, and the second reason is we don't have a carrot. It seems quite important and worth mentioning twice.
Aye, but I mean, even if we did have a carrot, how would we make it giant?
Feed it to the carrot.
Well, I know I can make.
Wait for it to come out the other end.
People big. I don't know about making carrots big.
I mean, does that work?
Besides, it's meddling. If you make a big carrot, you know what happens? You get a big rabbit.
And you wouldn't want one. Well, I don't know. Rabbit stew. If you had a giant, because rabbit stew tends to need more than one rabbit. But if you had a carrot big enough,
they noticed us talking yet?
And then you had a rabbit big enough for that. If you could get that rabbit, if you could get that rabbit, just imagine the rabbit stew you could make, especially with a carrot that big.
So anyway, we have to go and ask them.
Guys.
What?
I think they heard us.
That's
I-
okay.
I-
We've got to,
no,
we've got to go.
they're definitely herders. Look, see those furry attack unicorns. They're all
Yes.
together in groups. They're herding them this way. They're obviously herders. So
Yes,
if they're
that-
herders, I mean, if they're herders, then maybe we can have a word with them, and maybe they're all right. I mean, there might be hunters and gatherers as well, but they're definitely herders.
They're herding this way.
Aye, looks like. Well, Stunty's going to have a word with them. We'll see what they say to him.
I think the fact that Dondra's walking forwards purposefully and loudly.
Let's just see what they have to say to Stunty. He's the one that wanted to chat with him. I mean, to be honest, frost giants usually. All right, well, is that what meditating is? Walking towards giants? Okay. And ogres. I don't like ogres. I've been
They're
killing
only big
ogres.
on the outside.
Rannick!
Got to give them the option to
Shush.
opt out. You
Oh,
have to have the
look.
option to opt out.
I'm used to killing ogres on sight. I mean, I know we cleared out Fort Rannick, but all right, ignore me. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right, who goes there? Friend or
Some weary
foe?
travelers looking for some cover and sustenance.
It's friends, but just passing through.
Be on your way. There's the. No, it's lowlands, isn't it? It's frozen lowlands.
Do they seem amenable to our way being past them, or do they seem
Indeed
more like...
not, because seeing as your way past them only takes you to the Vale of Frozen Tears.
We're just going this way, and I'm going to point. So if you just move out of the way, we'll be out of your hair in no time.
Oh god, one of them's got a name.
Gotchki does not need you little things getting in our way.
Yeah, you're in our way, so if you just move, we'll just go through.
What do you say about it? What?
One of the frost giants comes forwards and starts towers over all of you and goes, "You're here for the talk, aren't you? Did you get sent?
Yep,
Did
definitely.
you get sent by? Did you come from Holvig?
Who?
It's a town. It's a
a
frost
where,
giants.
not a who.
It's Holvig is basically a city of frost giants.
So I just said in chat is what is Gorham saying about it?
Aren't frost giants evil? Yes, I believe they are. Oh, I can tell now because I can click on a frost giant on the combat tracker.
And so can Dondra, because he can detect evil.
No, but the point I'm trying to say is, you know, in the old days when you clicked on an NPC on the combat tracker and type was changed to NPC.
Yes.
Now, when I click on an NPC on the combat tracker, it tells me evil humanoid frost giant.
Fish,
Cool.
egg, potato man, anything he wants to, anything the type is.
Yep.
Shaved potato man. Cuckoo?
Frost giants are predominantly thought of as evil. That is correct.
Yes, we've come from that place and we're going to the meeting, to the speech.
You were not worthy to receive the blessing of our Lord. Be on your way now, or we will be forced to stop you here.
Rannick, have you noticed they've got mammoths?
I have no. I said.
No, you said unicorns. They're down there, over
No,
there.
I said there were furry elephants as well.
Oh, I
One. Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, yeah. The white rhinos are rhinos, and the mammoths are. Yeah, they've been put into two separate herds. One of the ogres goes, "You know, we're supposed. If they come from Hogvig, we need to find out if they know the password, boss."
Oh, the password is 7.
That's not the password.
Yes, it is. It's got changed. Didn't you
By
get the
the way,
memo?
Be on your way.
Didn't
Be
you
on
get the
your
memo?
way, little things.
Irina, do you know the animals are innocent?
Of course.
As in, they're just following orders.
Yes.
Maybe you could have a chat.
Ah. if you like.
That could be a stampingly good idea.
Good point. Well made. How far from them am I?
That's assuming that this all goes. So they're going to let us past.
23.
Yeah, they're going to let us
Frost
pass.
Giant,
So I
the
give them the
Frost Giant
password. They're letting us through.
shouts something very loudly.
Ah, he just said
Well, so I did-
attack. Why do you
I
want to
did
attack us for? I'll say it back in giant.
Did he say attack?
He said attack, yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
They've opted in. They've opted in.
Oh, Grimvold got the Joker! Great way to introduce yourself to the party, Grimvold.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Oh, good God. Equal to their the sum of their size in power points. Minimum of 1 per creature.
Okay.
That's a lot of power points.
Mammoths are size 5,
So are rhinos.
and so are rhinos. Yeah.
That's the example they use.
You can shortcast.
Yes, shortcasting's always sensible.
Grimvold just at this point, Grimvold, as soon as the Frost Giant shouts attack, Grimvold punches him.
That was a shit punch, and I'm going to definitely spend a penny on that.
Okie dokie. Good hit. Damage.
So close, and yet so far. Enough to waste one more penny.
Yeah, but you did still hit him, so you can at least make him distracted or vulnerable. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. You hit with a raise.
Yeah, and then I'll make him vulnerable as well now. Yeah.
Okay, so you punch him for 1 wound, and you want to make him vulnerable with
Yes.
your flurry. It was whatever. I know you got the ability
The
to.
monk-
I just can't remember what it's called.
Stunning fist or
Stunning fist.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
You did the
Okay,
wrong
you make him
damage.
vulnerable.
You rolled the wrong damage.
No, I
Why?
didn't.
Yeah, he did raise damage 1d6. You should be raised damage 1d10.
Why should it be raised
Is he a
damage
monk?
1d10?
Because
He's
monks
a
do.
monk.
Because monks do D10 raise damage.
Oh,
You
well,
have
I
to
even
go
done
into
more
the-
damage then. Okay.
You have to
So
go into the
it's got-
attack and go
Done.
into the attack and alter your raise damage.
Hold
fixed.
fire.
I fixed it now.
It has
Yeah.
to be a sub attack with
Okay,
raised
so
damage.
in that
D10.
case, I'll be generous. I'll give you back your 2 bennies, and you can roll your damage again. Just turn on your raised dice and roll your damage again. I'll turn off vulnerable. I'll unshake him,
Holy-
and I'll remove his wound. There we go. Okay, so when you first you walk up to him, punch him, you cause 1 wound and make him vulnerable. That's fine. I mean, I know the net result doesn't change, but
No, but
you
there's a
get 2
wasting of
bennies
bennies
back.
does when I could have done much more damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
exactly.
Thank you very much. I didn't know that. Where's that written down? I missed it.
It's in the core stats in the monk core edge. It's
I
just
must
the
have
thing
missed
for being
it.
a monk.
So you take a sub. You do a sub
Oh.
attack with different raised damage.
It
No,
only
I
cost
just
me
changed it to unarmed strike with a full-on whack back attack text.
Did you say 100?
105.
Aye,
105
so on a-
power points.
Okay, so if you want to short cast that, so how many power points you got? Maximum?
22 plus 5 from Amber.
Okay.
So
27.
So
27.
if you want to cast it with a minus 78 modifier, you'll be fine.
Let's think. No! That might not
Well,
be
you-
such a good idea after
You
all.
don't have to stampede all of them. You just need to stampede like 5 or 6, and that will
5 or
kind of
6.
trigger the rest of them.
So that's 30 power points for 6. I can use all of my power
That's
points.
why I said 5.
I could do 5 with all of my power points.
Actually, you can just do it by casting wish.
I forgot that.
Cast any other other available power, including modifiers. So including the modifiers for extra things available in the campaign with a raise.
Yeah.
Oh
Which
no,
means-
you no, just so you still have to pay the difference in power points. Unfortunately, that's in the last bit. That's a shame.
Pay the difference. So that would be I could shortcast it, pay all of my power points, and do it for all of them.
No, you could cast wish, not shortcast. Then you'd have to pay all the missing power points. So you'd have to throw bennies after bennies after bennies to get enough power points to pay for it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
A rock tumbles out of the sky and narrowly misses hitting Grimwald.
Well, I dodged out of
It's
the way.
enough
Yeah.
to shake him. It's
Well-
enough to shake him.
I think I think they're hostile.
You think?
Well, just a little bit.
Well,
You hear the howl of winter
Change the face
wolves.
for you.
I think I'll just let them get closer. I mean, it's no point in walking all that way.
Out of the darkness. Well, actually, it's daytime, isn't it? Basically, one of the winter wolves just basically howls, and a huge plume of ice and snow rushed over Grinvold and Gondrad, but fortunately doesn't have
He
appear
ate
to have
garlic
any
for
effect
lunch and
on
his
you.
breath was not so bad.
Oh, I should have put all the bloody oh well, I'll put them on hold when I get to them. There we go. You're up.
Off.
Okay, Bird is going to cast a shape change. Let us become a different thing.
Yes, I'm just choosing from that menu myself.
No, I said let us become a different thing. Wow, I'm just rolling crap today. Okay. Bird becomes an elder water elemental.
And freeze is solid.
Well done, Bert. You've invented a way to completely disarm yourself and make yourself not able to move.
He maybe learned that from Stumblefoot.
Well, no, I'm saltwater. It has to be colder for me to freeze.
Of course.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Nice touch.
Saltwater elemental. I didn't know they were different.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you're actually, you are now size. What size are you? You are
Size 8.
Size 8. Oh, I've forgotten how to check. I've forgotten how you make yourselves make you bigger on the combat tracker. I know there's. Oh, there. No, that's wounds and fatigue. How do I make your size? I've forgotten. I used to know how to make you change your size. I've forgotten how to do it. Isn't that interesting?
Getting old,
On the
Chris. Now
combat
you've hit
track,
50, man.
what you're going to have to do is, first of all, take them off the map, then change the comp track, and then put them back on the map.
I didn't used to have to do that though. Do you remember? I used to be able to resize you dynamically, didn't I? I'm going to have to go back and watch my old
Yeah.
videos.
I thought there was something about
There it is. I need to turn the
size.
shield on. I need to turn it on. So size 8 is
The shield?
huge
What
or
shield?
large?
Large
The
is
shield on the
4.
combat tracker. So
I think-
yeah, so I think your size. Okay, so you size 3. So then what I do? Yeah, you change this. What you do is you change the you click the shield icon that's on the combat tracker, which shows the pace, parry, toughness, and all that. And then you can then change the space on there, and then you add a token. So when you do that, you see now that is the correct size for a elder water element.
What you mean to say is change the space, not the size, because that's different.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's what I meant. Yes, that's what I meant.
It could have been worse. You might have changed reach, then you really confused us.
Completely hidden, Julsa.
I've forgotten
but
what
it's-
my
Exactly.
range
And
is.
if you'll change the duration on that to 600 for me, please, on all 3 of those.
Oh, all 3 of them. Bloody hell. Okay. And I forgot to turn because it didn't exist. Because it didn't exist when we played this campaign. I forgot to turn on the nice stacking icons extension. So I'll have to remember to turn that on next week.
And his reach does go up by 2 when he becomes huge.
I couldn't find that anywhere. Where is that?
It's in the scale section somewhere.
I could not find it because I heard you saying that the other week, and I looked for it and I couldn't find it anywhere. It means I have to go back and redo all the bloody monsters again. Hence the fact I wanted to find it.
I'll see if I can find it.
Are we
On the size
legendary?
scale chart, reach is added.
Means I need to go back and update every foxy monster.
The classic being dragons from Suede
Mm.
have the wrong reach and size, I believe.
Yeah, because I don't think they actually update the stats.
Sorry,
to show it.
space,
That's
not
the only
size.
thing.
Mind me, even I do it.
Actually, what I particularly love is the way that scale and I do hope the next version of
Yes, we are.
He's doing that impersonation of a comedian where he cuts the mic out halfway through the presentation.
Yeah.
138.
138 to you too.
Scale modifiers. There is nothing about reach in size and scale on page 138.
If you look at, mind you, it's Pathfinder we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's called a misprint then. So
yeah, there's nothing about it because this is the thing. I looked all over the place. I couldn't find anything. Okay. But you shape change into an elder water elemental and power over the rest
Really
of the
short
party.
arms.
And then step forward.
Go for it. Well, don't you sort of flow more than step now?
Yeah, didn't even step, he just flowed. I'm going to flow forward.
Well, I made sure to flow around Rannick and Irina so that they didn't get wet.
But you can use that salt
I
for
may
cooking
be
later.
salt water, but I still don't want them to freeze. Okay, and then Snooks is going to step forward and take a swipe at this frost giant.
I do believe you can now spend Snooks' bennies. I think it's been fixed, hasn't it?
I think so, yeah. He's vulnerable. Actually, we're going to test the...
He's already vulnerable.
Yeah, he's vulnerable, but I can make him distracted too.
Yeah, no. I didn't know Snooks was pouncing, or now he's testing, so that's a moot question. Go for it. That's you're going for athletics against his athletics. I can see all the on the half. Yeah, you can distract him.
Yep, he is distracted.
Distracted and vulnerable as Snook starts running around him, trying to trip him up.
Yep, something like that.
And now we find ourselves with Don of the Drad.
Yes, Don of the Drad. Well, to make that map a bit bigger, take that map off, and
not many bad guys on this map. I wouldn't worry.
Let's target
page 243. Under size, such creatures typically have reach equal to the additional wounds granted by the size.
See, yeah, that's fine because I was looking at the wrong bloody place.
That's why you should just look inside Fantasy Grounds and do a search.
I did. I searched for reach and I couldn't find anything.
I'm in the PDF.
No, I can see that on page 243.
If you get in the PDF and they shut the book, what happens?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spit and Rannick. Multi-action.
Don't forget to turn on your keywords for certain spells that might give you extra damage if you do that.
Yeah, but we need to know the format for the keywords for that sort of thing, don't we?
Aye, we're not going to use, but not you could using keywords. We'll be here all day for this.
It's damage versus evil plus 26, I think.
No, all you have to do is a keyword of the trappings. So if you're doing a fire-based spell, you just have to put the trapping keyword in of fire, and that's all you need. Because frost giants will...
It's just the keyword. We don't need anything else.
No, you don't need anything else. You just have to put the keywords in for like what your trappings are. So if it's electricity, it's electricity. If it's fire, you just put fire. If it's acid, you put acid. If it's cold, you put cold. If it's water, you put water. And all the bad guys will be afflicted like that. If they are, I'm not saying any of them are.
1, 2,
the only stuff I've got is cold, so that's going to be good for me.
5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And that only affects them if they're vulnerable to it,
7,
doesn't it?
8, 9, 10, 11,
I've got to give Jill a Benny. I just got the
11,
joke.
12, 13. £13 power points spent.
Well, you haven't rolled yet, so you haven't spent them
No,
yet.
I haven't
If
spent
you
them
fail,
yet.
you've only spent one.
So I will cast in all of the above as a multi-action, and then not apply the bonus. In fact, we'll do this at +2 because it's a favoured power. And we cast Greater Smite. This might be expensive. So Greater
Sword damage
Smite.
plus 6
Greater
damage. Ouch.
Smite.
Oh, you got the raise! Oh no, sorry.
Right. Well,
Oopsies.
it does. Shall we roll again just for the sake of it? No, we won't. We won't. Anyway, it does all of the above. Armor piercing is +6, so all their armor is cursed and turns to butter, and it does +4 damage to all of the above.
There it goes. Isn't that nice?
Bitter dice giants.
And then for my second action, I'm having a bit of a rant.
Okay.
Because you didn't. I asked you. You know, there was a choice of opting in and opting out, and you didn't take it. So it's time for a rant.
Okay.
And who will do? We will Frost Giant 14 will get ranted at, I think.
He's already distracted and vulnerable for the record, and shaken.
Well, he won't then because it's going to go. Can't make it any worse. Tell you what, I will rant at Gaff.
Okay.
I will point at Gaff and start ranting because I think he's probably in charge.
Yep.
He's the gaffer.
Aye. So can you beat a 5 as I just give you a whole?
Look at that. That's awesome.
Of course, if he doesn't speak dwarf, it doesn't matter because he can't understand you.
I know. I'm just about to check.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was good. It was actually in common, but I've accidentally said it in the Bissell, so it's got
All right.
sweary word. It's rather colourful version of it, but
It's meant to be in common, is it? It's meant to be in common.
it's
Okay.
meant to be in common. But so in the past, I would have killed you and thought nothing of it. Now we ask. If you ask the war, the get war till mercy's called. Hark the clang of metal sing, sound the oath of Gorham at your heart of lung, bang weapons against shield, charge towards death, as written in Gorma Song Sack, version 4. The clang of swords in my shield is my song, for I am your armour, your blade, strike your foes, and I will guide your hand for thirst. I thirst for only for battle.
Awesome. Right, you shook him because he rolled 4 less than you. Do you want him distracted or vulnerable?
4 less than me, so is that a race?
Mm.
You got
Right,
you
that's
shook
why
him.
he's shaking.
Oh, creative combat! I forgot. This
Creative
is
combat.
creative combat.
So he has to
I
roll on the
forgot that.
creative combat.
Yes, I forgot about creative combat. Sorry. It appears to have a load of rubbish in it. Oh God, I'll need to check. Oh God, why is that like that?
You broke it.
I don't know. It's got a load of empty entries in it, so I'll have to check the original. But I've deleted them now. Oh dear. He's
get a
not
Benny.
shaken. He gets a Benny.
No. Dondrad gets a Benny.
The foe's reaction, yeah. Dondra gets a Benny.
So I get my Benny back for casting the spell. Woo-hoo.
I get my Benny back.
Distracted or vulnerable?
I'll leave him distracted. As he has
Okay,
his
he
show on
is
that.
distracted. Okay.
Well,
That
Joseph
brings us to
slip
Joseph.
around here and grab a hold of Irina's cloak and goes, "Just 1 second, Irina. Something I want to do first."
Just 1 second, Arena. What? Sorry, my headphones didn't. Yeah.
There's
I
something
want to
shocking
do
to
something
do.
first.
Ah, no problem. Thank you.
Bada bing, ba ba
I
ba.
can target these 3. And I use selective so I don't accidentally get my own guys.
Yep.
Fireworks!
Okay, hit with a raise. Hit with a raise. You seem to have targeted yourself there. Let's remove you from the list there. So roll your damage.
Rannick will turn to Arena and say, "You reckon she didn't get to do that often when she were back at home?"
Okay, that's a wound on the frost giant. Oh, that's the end of that frost giant. It's a wound on that ogre. On the other one, ooh, he obviously avoided most of it. He's only shaken.
Okay, that's good enough. I'm ready when you are, Arena.
Oh, I could do this, and I. Okay.
Frost giant 1. This is good. This gets interesting. 7. Giant 2. 7. And a 7. Ooh, he's probably in range. I am going to. Yep. Yeah, a large rock hits Grimvold.
That's what they get for running up front, Arena.
I could find fucking Grimwald. There he is, right?
Well,
Okay.
he seems to have stuck around a while. Never mind, eh? Hey, bugger's tougher than he looks.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're going to take a single wound out of that, but you got 2 of them back. You soaked 2 of them as you dodged most of it. Hang on, don't you get a? Why? You might want to check your items. Oh, you know, I'm thinking fortification. You're getting 3 rerolls on something else, but it's not soaking, is it?
What is it?
Okay.
Okay, so what do we do there? +1 on soak. Did that go in?
Amulet of natural armor, yes.
Yes. You're fine. You dodge most of it, but the rock still. A large rock lands near you. Well, it's practically. on
Yeah,
top
I
of you.
dodged out the way and it's made me out of breath a little bit.
Well, I think you got caught. You probably got caught by flying shrapnel from the rock landing. Ooh, he's probably he has probably got he's got range. Incoming. Oh dear. Dodrad's in the middle of his. Okay. Basically, yeah. Dondrad, his rant finishes, and then he's suddenly a bit taken aback as he's nose to granite with a rock that wasn't there a second before, as it lands with a loud thump right in front of him. He also notices there appears to be another shadow coming out of the mist towards him, but it lands wide. Giants charge forwards with their winter wolves. They want to keep up with their winter wolves. There we go. And oh, he's probably in range as well. I think we might go. Yep, I'm not sure it'll do much, but it's a big target. We can't really miss it. I have to give it a shot. A rock passes straight through the water elemental. Rannick. Okay, Rannick should have a reach of 3. There you go.
Okay. Okay. That module's not open. Damn it. I would like to cast Warrior's Gift with a raise, and the module's not there, so I can't click it on. And I'd like improved trademark weapon with Shroud and with Hurry, please.
Crap, I must have. Hang on, you should.
Can't
You have a
find them.
naked copy of yours. I must have.
I'm just seeing if I do. I should do. No,
I must
don't.
have. I must have had a clear out of my modules a while back and obviously lost it.
It doesn't sit. No, I don't seem to have an available module here either. Let me just change the load filter. No.
What's it called?
Range of Mystic Powers, I think. Yes, that's what's showing up here. Range of Mystic Powers.
I've lost it.
I'm just doing a search for it. Nope, can't find it.
Problem is you can't add modules mid-load either, can you?
No.
Hey, dudes.
So I don't know why it's not turned up for me either. Maybe because I've not updated it since there's been an update and it's not. Anyway, so yeah, I want improved trademark weapon with Shroud and Hurry, please.
How did you send it to me?
Email, I think, but
I'll have to find it again. I don't think it's any good for now, but anyway.
I'm pretty sure that's what I need for 5 rounds.
Okay, that's looks good enough for me. There you go. There you go.
Right. If I can get between these two, I will get into those rocks there.
Yeah, you do place to make, can't you?
Mm-hmm. And then I am going to multi-action.
So you don't want to sweep.
No, I didn't pick sweep.
Uh,
I just want a multi-action. I'm going to go for 2 of them.
Okay, go for it.
I'll go for that one there. So let's do that one. He's not, but he is a favoured enemy, and I don't have sneak attack. I didn't miss this. So, and I've not got.
I know it's so annoying. It can't be automated either.
And I've not got a Bane against them, have I? Because they're not. Yeah.
Ogres.
Yeah, I don't get Bane against ogres. I've got favoured enemy against ogres, though, so I get that for damage.
Only 4 wounds, eh?
Yeah. I don't think I'm not going to release the despair because there's friends close by. And then we'll go for the shaken one there as well. I'll have my free reroll on that then.
That's it.
It is. So, favoured enemy or sneak attack. That's that.
That's only 41 points of damage.
Bloody ogres. I hate bloody ogres, says Rannick as he crouches down in the rocks.
Okie dokie. Which colour are you going for? Red?
Gold! Go for gold!
I am going for gold. Large, as in adult.
Which is what
Please.
size?
7.
7. That still
And-
counts as size 2, I think, doesn't it?
7 is still, large.
I thought you were going to, because then you wouldn't use powers. I thought you were going to have a chat.
Oh, and once she transforms, Jelssa's gonna hop on her back. I will take my action on my turn, but I'd move with Irina.
Yeah, I know. You said you grabbed hold of her clothing, so you're basically you're on her back when she transforms.
Lovely.
Okay.
And obviously I've spent the extra power point to make it last in minutes instead of rounds.
Okay, and you went for an adult gold dragon.
I should probably actually roll for it now, shouldn't I? And I'm Bennying that.
Ooh, those dice look good.
They do look good, don't they? That's a
Can't read
success.
them.
Which dice
Yeah.
are those?
They are the magic ones, Storm.
They are nice. I like them.
So he's gone dragon instead of Doolittle.
It's cheaper. And this one breathes fire.
5 minutes. 5 minutes is 30 rounds. No,
Now Irina and I can be the Air Force.
10 minutes is 600 rounds. So
50.
5 minutes is 50. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 50 rounds.
And Amber's going to hide in the brambles.
very sensible. Okay. And now, obviously, you can now. Yeah, you can now fly.
Can
if
I
you want.
move the same turn that I...
Yes, you can.
You can, you
Yeah.
just can't breathe in the same turn.
Okay, fine. In that case, I'm going to fly up high enough that they can't reach me. And go to there.
Yeah, movement. I'm afraid. Showing me a movement arrow on your move.
Yep, it has gone weird. Let's try that then. Okay, I think I need to close that and reopen it.
Try
So-
again now.
Okay.
Or just pop an arrow using the double
How's
arrows.
that?
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just re-added you to the tracker. That seems to fix it.
Cool. It doesn't like it when I change shape.
I'll put Jelsa there for now. Well, obviously, I'll get the stack. I need to turn on the stacking and find the ranger module. And add them back in for next time. It's amazing all the things you forget you used to use. Okay, so I've added acid to acid breath. I've added electricity to electric breath. I can't see if you've got a fire breath there, but
I
I
do.
thought golds do have fire, don't they?
Yeah. I chose it based on the breath weapon. Contemplate 3d6 damage. Sorry, 4d6 damage for the big ones.
own template.
And my bite and claws counts as fire attacks.
Oh, in that case, so what you want to do then is your red dragon. Oh no, whichever dragon claws it is. What you need to do is because I just so you understand it, I can't find your cone of damage. But what you need to do is you need to open up your attack and then unlock it, and you see where it says keywords.
Yeah.
The fumble. Yeah. All you need to do for that is obviously if you're shape changing into different things and they change, what you just need to do in the keyword in this case, if they count as fire damage, type the word fire as a keyword.
Okay.
That's it. And that's all you need to do. That means when you attack with that attack, you're doing fire damage, if that makes sense. So obviously, if you've got generic ones, you will have to remember to change them from time to time. But it will be that it factors in other things that you may or not have before. So that's all good. And Amber's moved. So then the mammoths are not doing anything. They're going on hold. And then the ogres.
Oh, red dragon claws have already got that keyword, so that's cool.
I must have already put it. Maybe you put it in before, which is fine. Okay, I'm just going to have the ogres go on hold because they're going to hold back. That's easy. And then I'm going to put the woolly winos on hold. Oh, damn, on hold. I meant to do, but I think I just dealt them a card by mistake. Which I did, but that doesn't matter. I'll put them on hold because they're not going to act. And I believe that's the end of combat round 1. Right, we'll speed up once we're back in the flow, I'm sure. I think this is the biggest fight of the adventure, so don't worry too much. Okay, Winter Wolves go next. Well, I think this Winter Wolf's just going to have to breathe cold over Jelsa and Arena.
Have I not? I thought I've got the quick edge. It's not working.
Can it reach Jelsa and Arena, who flew up into the air?
That's a good point. Sorry, how far up did you fly?
I specifically used the words high enough that they can't reach, but otherwise low enough for Jelsa's tracks to work.
You can be more than 9 inches quite easily because you've got a pace of 24 with flying.
Yeah, you flew 12 inches, so you can fly 12. You can fly 12 inches vertically and 12 inches horizontally. So you can choose a number between 1 and 12.
I will say 10.
10. I was about to say I was about to say, bearing in mind that the other day I measured the length of a breath weapon of
And
a cone template, and they're 9 inches.
I'll
So that's
swoop to do that.
That's a good. No, it's a good choice. What I'm trying to say, it's a good choice picking 10. Okay, so that Winter Wolf here does breathe ice at you, but it did miss. Yeah, it probably has to go on the combat. Have you got the item equipped? It only happens when you equip it.
What about you?
He's got Grimvald has got an item that gives him the quick edge, but it only works if it's equipped, and if it's not equipped, it doesn't actually apply.
So give me one bending back, please, and I'll roll it again and see if it works. I thought it was equipped.
Well, you have that. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know if it should. I'm assuming it should work.
That worked. Still rubbish. That did work.
Yeah, you've got to have it equipped because that's the whole point. The point
Yeah,
is,
I thought it was equipped. That's my bad.
Yeah, but that does mean you have to use that weapon when it comes to your attack, for the record. Otherwise, you know what I mean. You technically have to equip it when you're planning to use it because it only works when it's equipped. So if you get taking the advantage of the quick edge, you have to use that.
I have to smash
weapon,
someone
you
on
know
the
what I
head.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to attack Rannick with a Winter Wolf. Frenzied orgy of ice and violence. Missing twice. Winter Wolf is going to move 7. They're well trained. They're not charging in. They're basically, although they're on a faster initiative than their handlers, they're obviously keeping pace with the handlers. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, gear off, you bugger!
Is no longer shaken. See the crown on that Winter Wolf. Where's he gone? Oh, he's. Oh, it's the end of it. Grimvald is no longer shaken. It was Grimvald breaking shaken around. Grimvald, over to you, sir. Please let them. Oh no, that was hours ago.
So how does a limited free action work?
You can do it.
It's a free action, but you can only do it once per turn.
You can only do any limited free action once per turn. So if you've got 2 separate limited free actions, you can only do one of them.
Okay, so I'm going to give myself deflection.
Oh, mystic powers. Are you spending extra for the raise?
Yeah, it's only an extra point, isn't it?
That's an extra 4 points. Or is it? No, it's an extra 2 points to get the raise
That's,
for Mystic
that's
Powers.
going to cost me 3 points. I'm going to give myself.
That would be attack -2,
Yeah.
deflection. There we go.
No, with a raise, it's not. Oh yes, because it's against everything, is it? Raise.
Yes. With a raise, yeah, you choose when you cast deflection, you choose whether it's ranged or fighting. If you get the raise, it's against both. Don't forget Savage Pathfinder's slightly different
Yes.
on that one. Okay, so that's your limited free action to give yourself deflection. What's up next?
Then I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Smack this geezer on the head.
Hitting him, but not getting the raise. With your heavy, brutal, damaging, dueling ray.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'm not having that.
A brutal, damaging, dueling mace.
Which is absolutely crap. And then I'm going to
I
hit him
think
again
he
with
needs
it.
his money back.
I'm going to hit him again.
Oh. Did anyone else notice that dice take forever to roll there?
Yeah.
Was that just me?
No, it took a while.
So okay, so the mace gives you the quick edge, but you can't wield it for toffee.
Yeah, I'm not wasting pennies on it. That'll do. Okay.
Hang on, that last one was a multi-action, has a multi-action penalty. I don't think that was damage. Last one. Oh, was that your second attack?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I misplayed it. Okay.
And he
Ogre
missed.
number one jumps over these crates.
What?
Yeah,
There's
what it
no
does for
past
fun.
turn on the combat tracker on this, Kevin. What happened?
I have no idea.
You
Maybe
said,
the fact
Akil,
that-
I want to stop them build to pass their turns. Give it to me. GM only.
Is it really? Well, maybe it's because I moved it on with got subconsciously. You know me.
You broke it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use a great flail upon you. And miss as your deflection negates the attack. You can't see Ogre 7. Where's Ogre 7? Oh, he's way over there. No wonder I couldn't see him. No, he'll stay put. Okay, that gets us to Ogre 9. Again, I can't see. Where's Ogre 9? Oh, he's trying to keep the mammoths in check. That's fine. Ogre 10's going to come over here and do the same. Graf is someone upset. Graf, I seem to recall. Graf starts running forwards, and that brings us to Jilsa.
Okay, I'm on Irina's back, so hi, how, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're on. There you go. All ranges should calculate correctly for you now. Using the built-in height extent functionality, no longer using the third-party edge.
All right, cool.
That's handy.
How do you
Unfortunately,
how do you do that?
okay.
Alt and mouse wheel.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's well. It should be pointed out, Jelsa, that you're 10 inches off the ground at the moment, and the range of a burst template is 9 inches.
It's my smarts. It's 10.
Not if it's a cone.
Damn
If
it.
You could always go and hold till my action and I'll swoop.
Then I'm gonna go on hold and go with Irina.
Okay, no problem. Put you on hold. Radek.
Okay, I'm going to say sit, and then run away from that puppy.
Okay.
Not that.
We're not-
So it just gives it a free attack.
I was going to say I thought you were going to use it as a. I thought you were actually going to use it as a.
No, I'm not.
Test.
I'm not using it as a test or an entangle. I'm just saying sit and then running away from it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to try and get a better card.
Hang on, your cloak of displacement probably shouldn't stack with your edge for the record.
It should, because the edge gives me +2 parry for a trademark weapon, and the cloak of displacement gives me deflection. But shroud is a separate effect to deflection, so they're all separate effects.
Fair enough then.
I'd like to go after
Okay.
Rennick, please.
What does that mean? Bongi bongi.
And then I'll shout, "Freeze, you buggers!"
I think they did that.
And I will entangle all of them.
You
Just-
better target them then.
Just at the basic level.
Oh, you can't. I forgot. Well,
No,
yeah,
I
you
can't.
still. If you can still target them, and then I can still put the power on them. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will entangle them all at the basic level, because that makes them vulnerable now, which is all I need.
Actually, you can still look up the power and do it. Thinking about it.
Okay, don't let me find it. Entangle.
It's okay. I've done it. I've done it now. But thinking ahead, you can. You know what I mean? I know it's not as nice, but you can literally do it that way. But that's fine.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll have to find that module. You'll have to resend it.
Yeah. And hopefully it'll take the update this time, so half the things.
Hopefully, it would. Yeah. Actual fact, yes. Send me the new version, because if that's the case, I can fix it. What I will
Yeah.
do is I'll check the module db.xml later and make sure I remove any of the old versions of the module. Next is Arena
Hang on. That was my
Oh,
free action. That
Sorry,
was my free
shut
action.
me up.
So I'm now going to poke this one, and yeah, the entangle power shouldn't be expiring, but because it doesn't work like that. But hey, so I'm going to attack him, which is a hit with a raise, which is good, and it's a favoured enemy and a sneak attack. And because it's a hit with a raise, I'm going to release my area effect of despair.
What?
The area, well, you better plump the area. You better plump the area effect down.
I've forgotten how to do circles.
Right mouse button, pointers at
Pointers.
11 o'clock, and then pick small, medium, or large burst template.
No, because I need a 5-inch burst template.
Oh, in that case, it will be both mouse buttons and circles.
Both mouse buttons and circles. I don't know how to do circles.
So both mouse buttons and control. Sorry.
And control. Right. Okay.
Sorry.
Except that, where's the middle? No, there we go. So that's
So a 5-inch circle centered on him is what you're trying to do. Is that?
no. Oh yeah, of course, because he's the one that's been hit, isn't he? So
Yes.
everybody within 5 inches of him needs a spirit roll or become vulnerable as they're depressed.
Okie dokie. Graph first, then. Spirit. Fails.
I mean, he's vulnerable anyway because he's entangled, but he'll be vulnerable even if he unentangles.
Yeah, but they
round.
stack, so I can't.
Yeah.
That's the frost giant one you've killed. Flat.
But there might be a depressed winter wolf as well.
He's outside the area of effect.
Oh, he's not. Winter wolf 5.
Winterwall 5's outside the area of effect. The
Is it
circle's
each-
got to cut. The circle's got to
Just-
touch
just
his
barely.
circle.
It
Yeah,
did.
just barely, but it did miss.
It didn't. It didn't touch. I measured.
Oh,
I zoomed
okay.
right in. It really
Right.
didn't.
Okay. Damn.
You're
Never
like
mind.
1 pixel out. I'm afraid to say.
Curses! Well, I've made Graph depressed. That'll do.
And he's the last one. Yeah. Actually, if you zoom in now, you can see how close you were on my
Well-
version of it. Look at that.
On my
There is-
version of it, that cuts right through the middle of Winter Wolf.
Does it really? Because I'm zoomed right in and it's not touching him. Anyway, Arena's up next.
It doesn't touch him on mine either, so must be
Weird.
Tavs.
Yeah.
Question: the height things, is each one 6 feet? So I'm
Yes.
60 feet, right? Okay, fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swoop down to. Excuse me.
Yeah, but you're that's not that's the centre of the 5 inches, not where you put it, Rannick.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just doing a
Yeah,
snip
yeah.
just to show you what I can see on my screen.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I'm going to swoop down to 25 feet ish. Well, I suppose
4 inches is 24 feet.
yeah, 24 feet. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to contemplate while flying over 12. I'm going through the giants 12, 11, 10, templating as I go. And hopefully Jelsa will be able to get Winter Wolves 1, 2, and 4 off the side of me as I zoom past them, but we'll see how that goes. That would be ideal, yes.
Don't forget, you can fly up to 24 inches.
Yeah,
So
but
you can keep going, but yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
so
Understood.
effectively I'm going to end up probably around about there at the end of it, but the flame template will happen at the optimum time for flaming the giants.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Now, I know it's 4d6 damage, but do I have to?
It's a breath weapon,
Athletics
so you have to
check.
make it athletics check first.
I do, you're right. And
But
with
if
it
you get
being
a raise, you do
fire,
get the extra damage.
yes, I was wondering how to do it so that it would recognize it was fire damage. Did you
Well,
say
that what you
athletics?
wanted. Well, no, I mean that doesn't matter. What you have to do. So basically, all you do is where's your. You should have. Yeah, the breath weapon should have been set up as. What you want to do is set your breath weapon up as an attack roll using athletics, and then it should treat its combat. But I can't see
Oh,
your breath weapon.
okay, well, let's see if I can. Oh, great, my mouse just stopped working. Hold on, I'll do it with my mouse pad.
I really can't see your breath. Your. I can see your acid breath, which we should fix. So it's not type ranged. It is. We.
I might not have a breath weapon for fire set up.
Yeah, you do it as
I've
type
got.
thrown, and then it uses athletics, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's it. Of course, it's type thrown. That's it.
And
Flying bar.
after Irina goes, take me off hold so I can take my shot.
I will do. Yep. So.
Probably cast from right about here. Because she's
Okay, so what we do then is I've just created. You've got a far breath. Okay, I was renaming your acid breath to far breath because that's what you'll be doing these days. It's a base of 46 damage. Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, so you now have a far breath attack.
Okay.
So you've got them targeted. So if we roll that up, this me just not enough ammunition. Why is it using ammo? Because shots are set. Let's get rid of shots. There we go. And then when we click up this, when we click that, I'm just checking that it
Actually works.
works.
Okay.
I don't know why it did it. Oh, you must have rolled. That was me testing it. I'll let you have your roll. That was me testing. So by all means, you have your roll because I'm not.
It rolls the dragon's athletics, doesn't it?
Oh, of course it does. Yes, which is fine.
It should. Right, okay then. Let's have a go. I like my roll better.
Yeah, because that's a raise.
So now you can roll the raise damage 3 times, and hopefully the fire damage should be factored in. Yep, there you go. Environmental weakness fire. Look at that.
Hey,
Okay.
Toasty.
So
that's one of
that
them.
was Frost Giant 11. That's that one. Frost Giant 11 down, so roll your other Frost Giant 10 as well. Joe, you guys just like doing no wounds or 4 wounds today. Have you noticed?
Hey, I did 2 wounds.
There you go. I did 3.
He's gonna
Okay.
come
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that's them down. Splat, splat, splat.
and now it's my turn.
It is indeed.
And I was able to get all
cycle.
3 of these.
Yep. So just target them. You're about there, so just target them when you're about there, and then we need to go back to you so we can see who you're targeting. You're not
And I'm
targeting.
adding the
over
extra power points for lingering damage if I don't kill him.
Okie dokie. Make your spellcasting roll. Don't worry about the out of range thing. And roll the damage. Because it's functioning in the fact you're at plus 10, which you're not at the time. Okay, you shake the first one. It's not. Can't work out why your fireworks don't have the far keyword.
But so they've got the smite on them, which does the same effect.
And add
Yeah,
lingering
but the smite
damage
and the
for
fireworks should add up together, shouldn't they?
Except the smite is done on a weapon, not on spells.
Point
Smite-
taken, so it's the same difference.
Yeah, smite wouldn't
agreed.
affect the spell damage.
No, agreed.
Okay. Then take that off and I'll re-roll.
Oh, no, no, it's fine because the point is you should have got +4 damage. You should have got +4 damage for the fireworks, so I'm not complaining.
Okay, and it's and add the lingering effect to the ones that actually survive that.
Splat.
Arena, this is fun.
And one died. There we go.
Why do I have an image of Bastion riding on Falcor?
Okie dokie. So that means that all took place after.
Dragon grins at Jelsa. By the way, I've leveled out at height 5.
Okay. Well, you can do that. You should be able to hover over yourself, hold down the Alt key, and mouse down from +10 to +5.
Alt.
And then Jelson needs to just do the same thing. Someone, I think he killed his wolf. No, you killed his buddy, didn't you? So he's going to swing at you with his large great axe. I think he's going to hit you.
Oh. You call that a swing? Rannick catches the haft in one hand. I said, you call that a bloody swing? Really? I mean, seriously.
Know what's happening now, I'm afraid, don't you? Oh! That was not a critical fail, I'm afraid to say.
That's all right. I don't mind.
+2 because it's not going to factor it in because they're not touching. If it does, I'll just take 2 off again on the attack roll. Oh, gang! Oh, I did +1 on the gang up, but that's okay. Can you take the sweep edge out of interest as an ability? You know what I mean? I'm not.
Do you know what message I've just sent to my dearly beloved?
What's that?
Oh.
Guess who's taking sweep next round?
Oh yeah, he did.
This makes perfect sense. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I just remembered saying I should have remembered as well. Okay.
Yeah, because you've got Warrior's Gift as part of your Mystic Powers as well, haven't you?
Warrior's Gift.
Well, did you take the upgraded Mystic Powers Edge for your monk?
No.
Because see, if you take Great Key, you get a whole load of extra powers you can use.
Oh, I have taken Great Key, yes.
So you've got boost trait, agility, athletics, fighting, stealth, and strength.
All
You've
right,
got
I'll add that
deflection.
later. Yeah.
You've got smite. You've got speed, but you've also got protection, wall walker, and warrior's gift.
I've
And
also
warrior's
got.
gift.
I've also got frenzy.
And you've got that just as a standard edge, have you?
Yeah. I should just like make use of it, but I
You
forgot.
should probably remember that, yeah.
Gondrad recovers from being nose to granite to the rock that wasn't there before it landed in front of him with a loud boom. To be honest, you're quite lucky because I forgot to put the stacking thing on. I didn't have the giants rush to mount their woolly rhinos and woolly mammoths and then just trample charge you.
You know what? That would have been really great because half of the party have got Beast Friend.
Animals are
Okay.
instant. You gotta have that chat with them. The big so the best
Actually,
thing.
yeah.
I think you've
Alright.
got him. I think you've made Rannick mad, but the thing is, you'll probably never see it coming. Large burst template, strong, blindness.
Holy light. Okay. Oh my God, there are effects everywhere.
So clear target and target on this. Target all those dudes. Target Target
I'll do
oh,
graph for you because you missed him. There you go. You got them all. Hit it.
right. So
Hang on. Yeah, no, blind. Yeah, blind automatically takes effect, doesn't it? It's next turn they get to resist.
yeah,
it.
but it's
Yeah.
so it's blind, it's strong with no raise. So it's going to be trait -2 vigor to shake off of, isn't it?
Which actually means you don't put in just put the trait -2 version of blind in. Because then, yeah, as you say, put the -2 vigor to shake off because obviously the trait -2 effect will actually factor in nicely for that, won't it? So that's good. There goes the blinds as they're all blinded.
For 6 power points.
And last but not least is Bert, who part of him was slightly frozen, therefore was a bit shaken when a bit of him snapped off when the boulder hit him. But he's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay. I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
I'm going to multi-action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick one hand out and
Trying to hit 3 of them, you want to do it there.
Yeah, he has adamantine rocks inside of him because he doesn't have any nails.
See,
and
now,
I will.
now you've moved that on my screen, that only hits 2, but before you moved it, it hit 3. That's weird. Obviously, there's something slightly out of kilter with my map.
Close your
Try
map and
closing,
reopen
reopening your map.
Yeah.
it. Great minds think alike, and ours apparently.
Okay, they are all distracted and have to make strength checks or be thrown back.
Okie dokie. Ogre number 2 has to make a strength check, which he fails. How much are you throwing him back?
I am throwing them back 6 inches.
Do they take damage if they hit anything? Actually, I
They
think he's
do.
going to miss. I think. Oh, he's going to hit the tree, isn't he? So, okay, was it 2d4 damage?
I think with the
Yeah,
size
6
difference, it's the
points.
tree that'll take the damage.
Oh, hang on. No, that's the damage. How many inches do you knock him back? Sorry.
Oh, how many inches? You're right.
Well,
It's,
he'll stop when he hits the tree anyway.
It's
Well,
9
no,
inches.
I'm going to have him. It's 9. I'm going to have him go through the tree because he's an
Really?
ogre.
Really?
I'm going to have him because then he hits this ogre here. Look.
All right. It's just if he stopped when he hit the tree, he'd be within my sweep range.
Look, have you seen the size of the tree compared to him? He breaks the tree.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so he will take. See,
That was a truly tremendous attack.
that tree obviously was a little more substantial than we thought. Although the guy he bumps into doesn't take much. Okay, Winterwolf 6 has to make a strength check or be knocked back 9 inches. He's on the edge of it, so he's gonna go that way. I think he's gonna hit the crates.
I think Bert is really branching out with his attack styles.
Yeah, and he's really done a great shot there.
Yeah, I've got those guys boxed up.
You've all had your bennies. I could. Don't give me on. Doesn't mean stop making your jokes, but don't complain when. Don't start implying I didn't give you bennies because you've already had them for them. Okay. I know you well enough to know once one of you starts, you all come up with. Wish I could do that. So elegance is
Eloquently?
effortlessly,
Oh,
effortlessly, and
the
eloquently.
old stick in the mud.
Mm.
Okie dokie. So okay, are you doing anything else, Bert?
Okay, that was my first action, and then my second
Of
action, I'm
course.
going to turn around and backhand this water wolf or winter wolf.
Winterwolf. It is going to be a water wolf in the second after you backhand it. And you meant to have SWAT.
I should have SWAT, yeah. Not that it makes any difference if 5 still isn't going to hit, but let's
No.
penny that.
But now you've got SWAT, so it should.
There
factor
we
in.
go.
I
Oh,
did
good
work out.
grief. I'm definitely betting that.
Do you know what happened? You hit
Well, you
it.
still
and-
winded
and-
it. But...
Oh, yes, I did still squish it.
You're
Okay.
just giving it a
Well,
nice
no,
drink.
yeah, you still squished it. Yeah, with that damage, you still squished it. I mean, look at that. He rolls a 3 and he still splats it.
Well,
I so wanted Kev to soak then and just say, and the wolf goes shake, 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 and growls at you because you made it wet.
see, I
The
told
fight's long.
you.
I took one look at this fight. I thought it's long enough without me soaking the bad guys' damage rolls. Is the honest answer there. Schnooks.
Yeah, I told you. I told you, Gorham had put some adamantine rocks in that water somewhere.
He did, obviously.
Is Snook's going to go and play with the doggies?
Yeah, there's a doggy over there. Snooks is going to go play with this doggy. Let us pounce.
Woof.
Doop, doop.
Okay, pounce activated. Go for it. Snooks, AP 6 plus 4 damage. They're pouncing to make it plus 8 damage. Ouch.
You never want to be on the wrong side of a cat.
No.
Yeah,
And
so
I think that's
yeah,
Snooks is hitting possibly with a raise. Hit with a raise from Snooks.
yes. So it's been given the gift of adamantine as well. So it goes Wolverine claws.
Oh, and there we are. What's now going to be standard, it would appear, the standard 4 wounds attack damage roll. Splat.
And then Snooks
Okay.
will go just a little bit further and do that whole cat growl thing at Ogre 6.
Okay. Who's on hold? Oh, it's just the thing. Is combat round 3. So the quick edge worked on Grimwald. Okay. Arena's first on the Ace of Hearts.
Cool. Okay. How far do you say I could move?
24.
24. I'll let you plan out your whole move and then I'll accept it at the end, especially if you want to attack en route, as it were.
That's
And then
better.
you'll move me with her because I'll
I will do, yep.
Bloody kill stealer.
Well, don't forget if you're at height. Don't forget if you're at height 5, that's the range of your burst template.
Well, I'll best swoop down as I do it then.
That's fine. I'm just.
By my screen, that takes 6 of them.
Well, you. Don't forget you are at that point there. So I make it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
If you
I'm
want it-
I'm
if you
happy
want
to
it-
keep moving.
Yeah.
corner at that point and keep going.
Yeah. Okay, that's 15 inches up to there, which is fine. Which then I agree that gets you 6, but not hitting Rannick.
Yeah.
I'm going to move you out the way so I can, for targeting purposes, and then I'll put you back.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously we know at 15 inches you're there, and
Yep.
then we'll do the rest afterwards. We'll get rid of that
But she can't
token.
swoop back up until after I go because it'll put me out of range.
Yeah.
Yes, you're gonna have to swoop down. You're basically down at. Gonna say you're basically down at ground level, aren't you? Basically, just swooping a grub. You're less than 6 feet off the ground for the rest of this turn, unfortunately.
Fine.
Do this attack. Okay, that's they all hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage rolls, please. I like those dice.
Big page of error messages going.
Yeah, I may finally break down and buy a set.
Oh! I'm getting loads of error messages and it doesn't seem to be rolling all the extras.
No, I'm not seeing. I was going to say I'm not seeing any registering of the damage. Annoyingly.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
try.
that means
I'll
that
try it this way then. Let me
the
try
bug
this.
that's in Suede that's fixed is not fixed in Pathfinder.
What's
No,
the
that
bug?
didn't work
Or
either.
the bug that
Yes, it
causes that
did.
damage to not work.
It's okay. I found a way around it. If I directly drop it on them, it does it. So I'll just do that.
Okay.
Aye, and let's face it, this is Irina anyway. Do you remember? Remember you crashed the table with Irina duplicates Irina.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it did, didn't it?
You just didn't like that at all.
Fancy Grouse just went nope. Just, nope.
My character is enough to crash the world.
It was possibly your inventory.
It may have been.
I think it was the powers tab actually.
Yeah. Yeah, there's every power on there as well, isn't there?
Every possible
It's
power.
when you turn on every effect and go, I'll duplicate myself.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more to go, I believe.
There you go.
All right. Let's see what we got. I'm going to work my way up from the bottom. Okay, so that's an incapacitated frost giant. And an incapacitated frost giant.
I'm gonna have to move a little bit so I'm in range.
Don't, you're not actually there. That's
yeah,
just
I'm
where.
not. I'm probably closer to where Graph is, ish.
Yeah. And Graph is shaken. I think that's it, is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks like 5 splats and Graph shaken.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
And
we
I'm
move
probably ending
you
up
back
to be about there.
You're about there at.
About there?
Yeah. The only
That's
thing is,
fine.
don't forget. Yeah, you got to bear in mind, Jelsa, is if you want to attack from there, you're going to have to hop off her back. Otherwise, unless she doesn't carry on flying, because she carries on flying, you'll get carried with her before it's your chance to react. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because my turn isn't yet, so if she wanted to continue moving, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Well, if I continue my movement I mean, I'm not doing it right now, but if
That's
my movement, say, continues in this direction, then that's going to give her continued targets. If I just buzz them at that side, she'll
Well,
always have something.
You can move. Whoops, I did that wrong. You can
Just make it
move.
work, 'cause I'll use my
You can
contact.
move 9 inches, which will, that's the total 24 inches of movement.
Yeah,
Will get you to
that
there.
would put those two in my range.
Well, that's fine then. If we say I'm there on Jelsa's turn, then that's relatively accurate with me continuing to move as I go.
Exactly.
Well, Jelsa's further down the combat tracker anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put. What I shall do is What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Jelsa there,
fly-like.
and then move you out to one side. So Jelsa's actually where you are, because I haven't got the stacking today, because we need Jelsa's exact range for any spell effects for her, don't we? You see.
Yes.
So then Ogre 1 is next. Ogre 1 is going to run away from the
Scratch
dragon.
his nose.
Time, I think. It's time. Ogre 1 is... Ogre 1 stupidly brave, it would appear. He's going to run over here and having a go at Schnookums, I'm afraid to say, with his great flail. Can't reach Domdrad. Hitting. Schnooks is shaken. Okay. That's a spirit check for this one. Dragon Fear does. Oh, okay, he's off. Run over to there, which gets him off the edge of the map, but he's technically. I'll tell you what, he's running. Easiest way to deal with that.
Run, Forest, run.
Why did that just move back to Arena?
No clue. I promise
Ogre
it
2,
wasn't
so
me.
it should be Ogre 3 now. Ogre 3 is going to swing his great flail at Grimwald. Missing. Ogre 6 is going to charge into Grimwald. Missing. Missed. Ogre 7.
Hey, do what a fruit.
Ogre 7's hiding. Oh, let's just say Ogre 7 runs, takes advantage of what's going on and runs away. It keeps going. Oh, it's because when I delete them, for some reason, it seems to jump back up
To the
next
previous.
person up the combat tracker.
Yeah.
Person on the combat tracker, not the previous group member, which is
You
a bit
have to
annoying.
pass their turn and
Like-
then delete them.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Every week there's a new
Good call.
glitch. At least one.
Ogre 9 is going. Yeah, I like you're spot on, Mr. Grimwald. Let me award you a Benny for your correct deduction of why I'm being an idiot.
Well, I don't think you are, mate. I think it's a new bug because it didn't used to do that. Used to be if you deleted them, it would just move to the next person.
Which makes an
Okay,
awful lot more sense.
Winterwolf 2 is going to come down and bite you.
To try and bite the water elemental and just get a mouthful of water.
Well, yeah, I think it's sensible enough to not go near this.
And then
the
he
big
gets his
bloody-
lingering damage after his.
And then he gets his lingering damage afterwards. Point taken.
Which is
With +4
14
on
because
that,
it's a fire
which
trapping.
is
Yeah.
14 because it's fire trapping. He's hardy, but it's 14 points of damage, which kills it.
Yeah, because
it's
the
fun show.
fireworks caught his hair on fire.
Okay, I'm going to. It's obviously running. Actually, yeah, I'm going to breathe. Missing Brannick. A 6 would probably not affect Jelsa thingy either, so that's fine. The Winter Wolf comes up and breathes ice, which has no effect on anything. 6 is here. It's going to move to there. Yep, it's just going to get both of you.
Because the frost giant's immune.
Because the Frost Giant's immune, indeed. It breathes its breath weapon, which hits both Jelsa and Vina, I'm afraid to say. Arena is unharmed, and I've just, for some reason, I rolled the wrong dice there. However, Jelsa's probably about to get a face full of snowball. Yeah, I'm afraid Jelsa, as Arena swoops down low, this Winter Wolf breathes and you fly through a cascading column of ice and snow. It's very cold. Well, that's looking good.
That's better.
That's looking marvellous. 16 on a soak roll is exactly what you
Jelsa
want.
loves
An
the
18.
snow.
He hates the snow. Now they made it.
Grimwald.
Okay.
You can't sweep. Well, you can, but you'll hit the dwarf.
I haven't got sweep.
That's okay then.
But he does have frenzy.
Actually, you can move, and you won't hit the door.
Barely frenzied and hit one of them.
No, because you if you sweep, you start your turn sweeping, so he hits you even before he moves.
Aye, can't you move and sweep though?
Yes, but he still hits you because at the start of his sweeping, you were in range. That's the point of his
Aye,
sweep.
so I mean, if you move 1 inch away and then use it.
No, you sweep for your entire action, including all movement.
Oh, right, okay.
It's very
That's weird.
unpleasant in that regard.
That's
No,
weird.
it's how it works. Yes, that's the point. You see, the point being is you know there's a line of people and you just move through them all. You hit
That's
every
interesting
single one of
because
them.
there was a specific edge in Evernight. I know this is going back a few editions.
Yes.
Called Whirlwind Attack, which was
Yes.
different to sweep.
Yes. No. Remember we talked about it a long time ago. Clint confirmed that is how it works.
All right, okay.
So basically, when you sweep, it's like you're a blade dancer.
Cool. That does make sweep an awful lot more dangerous.
Yeah,
means
that's
to
the
say
whole
you can
point.
affect people who are not adjacent to you.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
So now I'm going to work out the odds. 8,
Selective.
8.
Well, this means I need to ask the question: is Jelsa there, or is Jelsa actually where Arena is?
Jelsa is where Jelsa is, not where Arena is. I deliberately moved Arena out of the way because I haven't got the stacking extension on, so we can't.
Okay. I'll not be sweeping then.
Hang on, I shook. You didn't. That ogre 3 should be dead because I shook him in the first attack. Second attack, you didn't. I don't think you applied it.
Unless they're hardy.
The hardy, I believe you'll find, because I
think
applied
that's
I
what
applied
raise.
the damage.
It didn't say hardy in the damage roll.
Oh, well, you moved. You ended your turn, so all the combat.
No.
all
I
the-
mean,
all the
I
attacks
attacked him once with my. I did a
Mhm.
multi attack and then shook him, and
Mhm.
then I did a second attack and
Mhm.
it shook him. So you can't shake him
Yeah,
twice.
and then you ended your turn, so it
2, 3,
actually
4,
it erased
5,
the actual
7,
history
8,
of attacks on it,
9,
and
10,
therefore when
11,
I
12,
applied
13,
them,
14,
it only
15,
showed one of them. It
16,
didn't show both of them.
No, your second one left it unharmed.
Yeah, no, there was. I attacked 2 of them the second time round, but the one it still shook him twice. So if you shake him twice, is he hardy or not?
I
Ogre
shook him
3.
good enough.
Okay.
Right, I've just worked out. You can,
I
according to
only
Clint, you
see
can
one.
sweep
I only
18
see one shaken
characters.
result.
Hmm.
Yeah, I only see. Okay,
I see
Ogre
2
3
shaken results because I looked at
Ogre
him.
3 shaken.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ogre 3 is shaken, and then you hit him again. So he's wounded. There you go.
That was it.
Yeah, don't end your turn until I have applied the damage. That's the answer there.
All right. But you got to apply the
Winter
first
Wolf.
damage before I apply the second one, otherwise it doesn't.
Yes, but you ended your bloody turn before I did any of it, so I couldn't even deal with it. Anyway, and now I can apply yeah. Right, apply. Okay, so Jelsa incapacitates one and shakes the others, and now Arena and Jelsa are in the same square and within range of Rannick's sweep.
Yep.
Good golly, you've got a heck of a range.
Yes, I do. I have a very long spear.
Oh, I haven't calculated that yet. So what's your reach?
I have reached. I have reached 2.
Reach
Well,
2. Well, that's even
say,
interesting. So that's
GM
1, 2.
I would say that he could hit one of us, but not both of us if she's
No,
on my
because-
back.
Yeah, you're both within because you're both actually where Jelsa is.
Yes,
Yeah, I know that, but what I mean is your spear can't be at 2 heights at the same time.
I'm
will
just
go
whirling it
through-
around like a lunatic.
Yeah, he spins it several times at that height. at
Oh,
multiple
I
heights.
see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's not a single swing. He's literally swinging it high, low. You know what I mean? He's basically
now.
Yeah. he's pirouetting all over the place.
Yeah, I'm
I
stabbing
used
it
to
all
call-
directions.
I used to call it the Jackie Chan move because I used to think about that ladder fight when he picks up a ladder.
Yes.
Yeah.
and beats up a whole load of people.
Which is why I also rule you cannot sweep with a pike, because a pike's too long to sweep.
1, 2, 3.
That's my personal ruling. Anyway, Rannick, it's your go.
Right. Well, like we said, I'm not going to be sweeping. So instead of taking sweep, I will still use the same 6 power points
Mm-hmm.
and take improved frenzy instead for the next 5 rounds.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
So that means that Rannick, according to Clint Black, can sweep 44 characters in one move.
Bear in mind, I've got pace 8 at the moment because I've got hurry on me.
Wow.
Yes, but the point is, and that you've got to bear in mind, the point is with Rannick doing that is that's the point. You see, sweep is incredibly powerful, which is why it's made that any friendly characters that are in your path are attacked as well. That's the point of the balance of it. Sweep, yeah, very well, so you can hit 48 characters, but to hit 48 characters, he'd probably have to hit every party member as well. That's the balancing of it.
See, Dondrad wouldn't mind. I've hit Dondrad and accidentally not quite killed him before.
I think I could deal with it, especially in dragon form.
I did one-shot an angel.
He'd probably kill Joseph.
You were very
Mhm.
angry on the day you one-shotted the angel, and you didn't really mean to do it.
True. Right, so I will, for my first action, after my limited free action to get myself improved frenzy,
You will
I
make a
will-
frenzied attack upon each
on-
of these two giants.
on
the
giants 2 and 5. So that means I need to get an extra one of those.
So that's 42, 43.
It's a hit with a raise and a hit.
Okay, so hey, that gets me back a whole PowerPoint as well.
So it's actually, so he's extra pace 2, it's 52 characters he can.
Does that include running?
That's not including running, no. You're taking the best.
Oh yeah, and isn't fleet-footed a combat? No, fleet-footed's a background edge, not a combat edge.
Nice try.
Well, since one of them was hit with a raise, I'll have everybody within 5 inches make a spirit roll, because if they're vulnerable, that does change the damage.
Frost 5. Okay, I need Arena, Jelsa to make spirit checks, please. As you're feeling very depressed.
Feel ever so sad.
Okay, Jelsa is vulnerable. Is that what happens if you fail?
Yeah, you become vulnerable.
Joseph is not doing that. She's got pennies to burn.
Jelsa will not feel sad.
Nah,
Because she's a gnome.
and it's counteracted by the awesomeness of flying on a dragon and shooting fireworks.
Exactly. Because look
Okay.
at all the damage we're doing, Irina.
Frost Giant 2
Great.
is vulnerable. Frost Giant
This
5
is
is not.
fun.
Frost Giant 6, Winter Wolf 6 rather, is vulnerable.
Right, so Frost Giant 2, did I hit that one with a raise or not?
You hit Frost Giant 2 normally.
Okay, so that gets the extra damage for being vulnerable, but it doesn't get the extra damage for the raise. Which one's the first one in order, or shall I just drop the dice on them?
Well, actually, you only do an extra d6 damage, don't you, for hitting Frost Giant 2?
Yeah.
So you might as well just do attack with a raise.
Yeah,
just turn it on and roll, is what I'm saying.
yeah, you're right. Okay, so
It's the easiest way to worry about it, because I couldn't tell you which order they come in, because Fantasy Grounds has its own rules about that.
yeah, so it's just the favoured enemy one. There we go.
It's just turn on attack with raise and then roll damage, and then turn it on and roll again. And it will, you know what I mean? It means you'll attack with raise on both of them, regardless of which one you didn't technically attack with raise. Okay, so that's 2 wounds on Frost Giant 2.
Yep.
Two wounds on Frost Giant 5. We said having 20 NPCs in the combat tracker that don't do anything is really. I think they're going to have to stampede, aren't they? away from the party.
then I'm going to move over there because I've not finished my
Okay.
turn yet because I'm multi-actioning.
It's okay. I'm just going to give. The rhinos and the woolly mammoths are running away because it should
Mhm.
speed up the combat tracker.
All them fireworks blowing up around them and
Yeah,
fire and dragons just like scare
Yeah.
the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, they've just run off.
Probably
Sensible
started
creatures.
running when they saw the dragon.
Imagine this fight in D20.
Mm.
I'd rather not.
Right. Okay. Then I'll accept your move to there.
And then
Combat
I'll
tracker
attack.
should flow a bit better now.
Yeah, so then I need to clear my targets and attack Winterwolf 6 and Frost Giant 8.
Okie dokie.
Just normal hits. But which ones?
The Winter Wolf 6 is vulnerable.
So the Winterwolf 6 is vulnerable, so I get an extra die on that, and I get an extra die on the Frost Giant anyway because it's a favoured enemy, but I don't know which one I'm damaging first.
So again, just turn on the raise damage. It's the easiest way to do it for both, isn't it? It's the same thing.
Yeah, so I just put the raised damage on and just roll normal damage instead of the fancy stuff. Where are we?
That's what I'm thinking. It's the easiest way to deal with it, isn't it?
Yeah,
What happens nearly a 12?
it was, but 2 8s will do.
The Winter Wolf takes 4 wounds.
I didn't put the raise on that, so let me just.
Just drag the raise. Yeah, that'll be 19 points of damage on that one. She incapacitates it.
I'll take that then.
The combat tracker's flowing a lot better now. Graf has unshaken. Right. He's entangled and can't move. So he's going to have to multi-action then.
And he can't see what's holding him either.
He's going to attempt to break free. Which he does. And then
Yeah, he does, because even though with an extra -2 for using strength to break free, he just still passed.
exactly. And then he is going to you hear this great sniffing sound and he moves slightly this way, swings his large great axe.
Sparkle Tits! I think he can smell your soap!
And then he gets to make a vigor check in an attempt to. Yep, he is no longer blind either. And that brings us to Dondrad.
Oh, they've totally got it, haven't they? But it's 8.
There's something really effective about red blood splats on snow, isn't there?
Yeah, it's satisfying.
Can you, okay, right, let's multi-action. Favoured power. Is it favoured? Yes, it is. Right, if he goes to there, I will stab Orc 3.
Bumblebee tuna.
I will stab Orc 3 because it's evil.
And hit it. Oh, of course you get smite. Yes.
Right. For a wound.
A wound on Ogre 3.
Right.
Incapacitating it, because that's the ogre that the monk had already attacked earlier.
Okay, so favoured. If he could stop being a... If he could stop Where I tell you, I've not missed the character sheets in these ones because they're so big, aren't they?
Mm.
18th level characters are a bit of a nightmare in Pathfinder.
They are a
aren't
bit night. Favoured power, so
Oh,
heal.
they move down a bit.
Grim
Just think how much you'd enjoy playing first level characters again. when we start
Grimvale
Crimson
healed
Throne.
a wound,
Okay.
and then I am going to wander off. It's I think 1 inch more. Pace this
You moved
turn.
an inch to get up there, don't forget. Oh yeah, you,
I mean,
you
they
improved
moved
your
down
pa-
6
you,
at
you,
5.
you improved. I forgot you got improved pace, haven't you, these days? There was a frost giant that was dead. I forgot. I didn't realise. It was incapacitated frost giant there, so that's it. But big bad dude's left. An old frost giant.
A couple ogres, but let's go smack this guy around a little bit.
Let's just move. Let's just move everyone around. You know what I mean? There you go, because you should be getting a gang up. So let's make sure you get it. Not that you need it
made
for
a
that
lot
roll.
of difference. Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Oh, that tried to be a 12 too.
I know. I thought it was going to be okay. So Graf goes from no damage to a big red splat on the ground.
I think it's a big pink splat on the ground because I'm sure Bert will wash it out a bit.
Okie dokie. And Schnooks is up next.
Snooks is up next. This guy decided to come running up to Snooks.
Snook says, "Play!"
So, oops, nope, don't do that. Do that. There we go. And Snooks is going to frenzy. He's not going to wild. He's just going to frenzy attack.
Okie dokie.
I just love it when somebody can say just going to frenzy.
Yeah, just.
Let's see if the Benny works.
Yeah, let's try and Benny that. Where is it? There it is. Doobie doobie doo. Yep.
Yes! Because he's using a Benny. That's nice to give you control of your Bennies again.
Yeah. Okay. Guy's a little harder to hit.
That's okay from a purely time perspective and his realistic levels of survivability. I am just going to do that.
Makes sense.
Okay, so basically the car, yeah, there's ogres and orcs, there's ogres and rhinos and mammoths running off in all directions because some of the ogres ran away. They probably got some of the ogres probably got trampled. But so anyway,
Ogres. I bloody hate ogres.
So did you kill that gaff guy behind the boxes?
Well, I killed the guy behind the boxes, aye.
I think we should finish that conversation with them.
I think there's nobody
Okie
left
dokie.
to have a conversation with.
Oh, he's talking about doing that, asking Gorham to bring his spirit back and having a word before he goes off to wherever he goes off to thing, isn't he?
Can we have a chat about what the password was?
Well, you do that while I get these bastards and chop down some of these trees and make a pyre. Mind you, can see what's in crates first. I mean, if there's nothing in there, we can just use them for burning. Let's have a look.
Well, let's not start a pyre because we're wanting to go up this cliff without announcing our presence to the people up there.
We've just killed like 20 giants. I'm pretty sure some buggers noticed.
And
Well,
and
yes,
lots of
but
fireworks.
Also, you were a 20-foot tall air elemental, and there's a bloody gold dragon there. I mean, they'd have to be blind, deaf, and stupid to have not noticed.
If they
Have
were
you
looking
not
down
noticed if you've not noticed the scale, the first windows are above the cloud level.
there, yeah, if
Excuse
they-
me,
if they
but
look
perhaps
down
you'd
there-
like a lift while I have wings.
Good idea. Let's jump on the
You-
back of this
so-
gold dragon.
So here's the thing, GM. What was the password? And
You
who did he?
You wouldn't have known it unless you'd been hired by a frost giant to come and retrieve the thing. And even if you'd given the password, there was a chance, which I did actually roll, that they'd have killed you anyway because they didn't want you getting the glory of retrieving the talk. They wanted it for themselves. But in the meantime, having a search around, you find 15,000 gold pieces, four barrels of frozen red wine, and 24 complete sets of matching silver tableware.
So are these? I take it these guys just came along because they were looking for the talk, but they were the hired guards.
Well, this was the base camp. Yeah, for that they were going to head in. This was the base camp for obviously an expedition of frost giants that have possibly already gone
I
inside.
think we should have that fire if they're up above the clouds. They're not going to see it.
I don't know. Reenie's got a point. If Reenie can take us right up to the top, why don't she take us right up now? Unless
I can.
unless there's some kind of cloud shield that stops us flying up, because that would bypass most of adventure.
Well, I must admit, I was just thinking actually, the bastards didn't actually. I don't think they actually thought anything about the fact that it's 18th level characters, 17th level.
We might be able to fly.
You might be able
Yeah.
to fly, and have a chat with people after we kill them.
Well, yeah. To be honest, we're gonna call it a day there anyway. But I'll share. So I will share out the gold amongst the party. There you go,
Thank you very
2,500
much.
gold each. There's 24. There's 4 barrels of frozen red wine in table. I mean, but that.
Hey, that means the dragon can have a nice lolly.
Snookums is using a Benny to. Oh no, Bert is.
I don't think this. I mean, it's a. I'm gonna have a check, but I'm gonna have a check.
Bert's using it, but Snookums is letting you know he's doing it.
Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.
Hey,
Snookums
look,
says-
there's some really posh tableware here.
Do you need something for your house?
Well, Miko was saying about getting some new stuff for Dragon. Mind you, this has got the arms of Irison on it. I'm not sure she'd want that.
I'm sure it could be melted down.
Well,
Sorry, my voice is deeper than that right now. I'm sure it could be melted down.
Well, it's got some enamel plates. Oh, we could take plates off, but that'd look dead dodgy. I mean, you can't be having dodgy cutlery in a decent tavern. I mean, I know the Rusty Dragon's not exactly the most upscale place, but I mean that's way below what. I mean, the silver's nice, but if you were to just rip that off, no, Miko wouldn't like that. We need to get something slightly better for taking back to Dragon. I mean, if it didn't have the arms of Irison on it, it'd be lovely. But oh my God, what have I turned into?
I was just wondering that myself.
All right, Reenie, give us a lift at top then.
Everyone climb aboard. That means you too, Amber.
You have a bit of a trouble carrying a water elemental.
Well, I'm pretty sure the water elemental can either fly up by himself or change into something else.
Or possibly just flow up the frozen waterfall,
Yeah, that's
being a
kind of what
water
I was
elemental.
thinking, is just, yeah.
Turn himself to snow and unfall.
Yeah.
Unfall.
Yeah. Snow upwards. A bit
One
like the
thing
rain did in that Doctor Who episode that time.
Yeah, throw yourself at the ground and miss.
That's it.
Come on,
Do you know
Deadly, get on, Dragon.
Hang on, wait a minute. Seeing all the excitement and while I was cursing Gorham, I forgot about one thing. He's a water elemental.
And you're scared of him.
Well, I don't know.
Because you could drown inside him.
Ah, yes, I know if we get too close.
He could stop being a water elemental, couldn't he?
This your phobias makes sense. In the other role play I'm playing, my character's afraid of disposable cups.
No, you have a phobia of red solo cups, quite specific.
Yes.
Red
Okay,
solo
fine.
cups you're scared of.
Okay. The rest of the
Honestly, I don't blame him being afraid of red solo cups.
The entire.
We're playing
See what happened
ETU,
there?
but I mean, being scared of
Silver
anything's
Remedy.
kind of possible.
I've got 3 phobias: red solo cups, cornfields, and abandoned warehouses.
Nice.
It's a pretty impressive set of phobias for somebody in
Attempting
Texas.
to enter by magical means such as dimension door or teleport meets with us and affects surrender to forbiddance. Okay. Any players?
Professor.
Well, if
He's,
it's
Absolutely.
he's trying to find a way that says we can't fly in, but so
No,
far
I'm
it
not
doesn't
trying
sound
to
like there
find a
is one.
way. I'm
Just
just
say we can't fly in, and we just go up the
no,
halfway.
Next
don't get
week
me
to
wrong.
figure it
I
out
don't-
and let us know.
Yeah, can let us know next week.
Actually, I've just noticed some bugs because obviously I renumbered things and some of the pointers are in the wrong place. Actually, but I'm not going to use this map anyway. I don't think. Well, it's if 100 feet is 6, it is 52 6. Yeah, it's 800 feet to the top. So yeah, I cannot see anything that stops you flying to the top of the ice sheet.
Well, I was thinking
Alrighty.
we'd probably fly to the village first, because that's where there's likely to be people, if there are any.
Thank you for
Yeah.
it.
Do we need to
Bye
deal with
bye.
the people?